Yesterday, Amazon launched its first quantum chip, Ocelot. A week before that, Microsoft had also launched its quantum processor called Maurana 1. Is the quantum computing scene exploding or what? Not really. You will know for yourself, just guess this. In one quantum chip, how many qubits do you think Amazon has and how many qubits Microsoft has? If you're not sure what qubits are, see, traditional computers, they have bits, right? Like 16 GB of RAM can basically store 137 billion bits of memory. So like that, in quantum computers, we have quantum bits or qubits. So again, what do you think? How many qubits does one quantum chip of Amazon and one quantum chip of Microsoft or Maurana have? Amazon's quantum chip has just 9 qubits and Maurana 1 has only 8. I don't know how much time Amazon took to launch its quantum chip, but Microsoft took 17 years before launching Maurana 1. But here's the interesting thing about Maurana 1. Microsoft claims that it's designed in a way that it can eventually have millions of qubits on a single chip. Not billions, but at least millions. I don't know if that will actually happen, but it will be insane when it does, because right now IBM is the leader with the biggest quantum computer, and even that has just a little over 1000 qubits. The thing with qubits is that they're very delicate and prone to errors, and the more qubits you try to put together, the more unstable and error prone they become. Basically, building a usable quantum computer is like trying to build a house over sand. Any tiny disturbance can cause the whole structure to collapse. But what exactly is the difference between the bits that traditional computers use and qubits? To understand that, just imagine a light switch that can either be switched on or off. That's how you have to look at bits that are foundation of traditional computers. But now imagine a dimmer switch. It can be fully on, fully off, or anywhere in between. Additionally, imagine if this dimmer switch can also be both on and off simultaneously. Might not be so easy to imagine, but that's what a qubit is. Instead of processing one possibility at a time, like a classical computer 0-1, qubit, which is the foundation of quantum computers, can explore many possibilities simultaneously. But why do we even need quantum computing, right? What's wrong with traditional computers? The thing is, there are certain tasks like, say, modeling the behavior of molecules, which is useful in designing new drugs or new materials. So these molecular behavior modeling, for example, these kind of tasks, when attempted using conventional computers, they hit a wall so big that even if you put all the computers in the world together, you still can't build a really useful model. It's just the fundamental limitation of that whole 0-1 binary approach that traditional computers have. And that's why we need quantum computers. But of course, we can't just have 8, 9, or even 1000 qubits in a chip. We need a lot more than that, and that is what makes Maurana 1 by Microsoft special, because it's designed to eventually accumulate a million qubits. But what is it that Microsoft doing so differently here? They have built their chip using a new kind of qubit called topological qubits, which are relatively more stable and error resistant than the regular qubits. It's like instead of building a house on sand, now you're talking about building it upon some steady rocks. But how did Microsoft make these new kind of qubits? By using a totally new class of materials called topoconductors. To be honest, in theory this concept existed since 1937. The guy who actually came up with this was a scientist named Maurana from Italy. But Maurana 1 processor is the first actual quantum processor that is designed to be powered by these real topological qubits. It's beautiful because it's basically like engineering matter at the atomic level. And once we are able to put million qubits in a chip, whether Microsoft does it, Amazon does it, or IBM does it, then we will have quantum computers that can help us design new materials with unprecedented properties, help us do personalized drug development, and so much more wider AI use cases. My name is Amrit. I am the founder of Story99. We help mid-sized tech companies improve their brand narrative and content. I started my career in business consulting over 15 years ago, then took a break to become a wedding photographer. I know it sounds crazy. And I pulled it off for a decade while in parallel also turning to an independent short documentary filmmaker. I have been bringing out amazing stories from startups and non-profits since 2014. In 2021, I started a brand and marketing consulting company with my IIT batchmate, which we scaled to a 15+ org. But I moved on from that because I didn't see a happy future doing that. And now building Story99 because every business deserves great storytelling.